Xbox has officially wrapped its 2024 Developer Direc, which gave us a bunch of new details on games like Avowed, Hellblade 2, Square Enix's Vision of Mana, Ara History Untold, and of course, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Like, this is easily the strongest lineup of games that Xbox has had going into a year in a very long time. And some of them, dare I say, instant Game of the Year contenders. Like, first up, Obsidian Entertainment gave us an extended look at their upcoming game Avowed, which will put players into this really unique looking first-person action RPG where you will have to stop this spiritual plague that's attacking the world around you that is called the Living Lands. And during this reveal, Obsidian was very proud of the combat mechanics in Avowed. And for me, it kind of looked like the combat that you had like in Dishonored, but it had like massive improvements. Players can choose weapons like swords, guns, bows and arrows, whips, or even magic wands, which I know wasn't their intention, but like 100% made me want a Harry Potter first-person shooter game. But anyway, when you look at the combat, the feature that Avowed made that looks super cool was the dual wielding. Any of your weapons could essentially be dual wielded, so you can grab a sword in one hand and a gun in the other. You can dual wield wands and just unleash magic on all your enemies, or you can have like a more traditional style gameplay with like a sword and a shield. Now, of course, as in traditional RPGs, your choices will 100% impact your progression through the story. And the other major takeaway with this game was that Obsidian swung for the fences with this game. Like, the world that they created, the enemies and character design, or even just the magic that you see like happening, like roots coming out of the ground. I've never seen anything like this in a video game before, and it didn't feel reused or regenerated. It just felt so unique. And the team at Obsidian definitely deserves massive props for what they've done with this game. And of course, the good news for all of us is Avowed will definitely be launching in 2024, with Xbox giving us a fall window, with the game coming to Xbox consoles, PC, and of course, Xbox Game Pass. Next up, we have to talk about my personal 2024 Game of the Year. That's right, Xbox gave us an extended look at the upcoming Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga from Ninja Theory. And dear baby Jesus in a manger, this game took me from a 10 level of hypeness to way past 1,000. I cannot wait for this game. The game itself will see Senua seek revenge on the Vikings who have attacked and enslaved her village. Senua will journey off into the wilds of Iceland, where she will face new enemies and gain new allies along her journey. And based off of what like Ninja Theory was saying, it also sounds like the narrative side of Hellblade 2 is getting a massive overhaul, as the developer showed off like the super immersive and detailed cutscenes. And they also showed the improvements that the studio has made on motion capture that altogether will hopefully further expand this awesome universe that is Hellblade. Now, a massive improvement coming to Hellblade 2 will definitely be the game's combat system. And if I'm being honest, this right here might have been the thing that I am most excited for when it comes to this game. Ninja Theory essentially explained that Hellblade 2 will have an improved combat system where the battles will be grounded with realism and brutality. In fact, at one point, they specifically said, Senua is not a god or a superhero, and her battles will feel like she is barely scraping by. So to know that that improvement is coming to Hellblade 2, it not only gets me excited for like the combat, but it also gets me excited for like the development of Senua as a character. Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga will be launching on May 21st of 2024 for Xbox consoles, PC, and Xbox Game Pass. All right, next up we had a surprise announcement from Square Enix in which they announced that Visions of Mana will be coming to Xbox. Now, Visions of Mana is the latest chapter in the grand Mana series, and it will feature things like open world exploration along with the hack and slash JRPG mechanics that it feels like are all over the place these days. Now, a major takeaway for me here is Square is wildly passionate about this project, and they're trying to honor and stay true to the original series as much as possible. And the respect that the dev team has for this series just like shone through on this presentation. And look, I might not be like the biggest fan of the Mana series, but after watching this, like, I will definitely be checking it out. And Visions of Mana, of course, will be launching for Xbox in the summer of 2024. Following that reveal, we had an upcoming look at Oxide Games' Ara History Untold, which is essentially like a living world strategy game that allows players to build empires, battle against other civilizations, and then like expand your town or your city as you travel through history. Overall, really solid game, and Ara History Untold will be launching for PC and PC Game Pass. Unfortunately, no Xbox console announcement, but the game will be coming to PC and PC Game Pass in the fall of 2024. And the final game we need to talk about is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which is the latest game from Machine Games. And the Great Circle will essentially be a narrative-driven first-person action-adventure game that will allow you to play as Indiana Jones as he faces off against the Nazis in his latest journey. And legit, during this reveal, I was taking notes and I kept writing down the word action. Action, because this reveal trailer showed off so much action. I mean, there was combat, there was dogfighting, there was mountain climbing, there was jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Legit, everything that you would expect from an Indiana Jones movie was in this game. Now, it is important to note that the game does feature more than just action. As staying true to the movies, the Great Circle will also offer puzzle mechanics in-game, and the players will have to solve them. Like, at one point, they showed him, like, picking up this rock piece, and I was like, been here. Look out for the boulder. I mean, this game looks absolutely insane. It's immediately going to be a Game of the Year contender. And they did give us a release date, as Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was promised to launch in 2024. And I've got to assume that's going to be like holiday 2024. But also when I was reading that, I was like, totally could get pushed into 2025. But yeah, that was pretty much the entire direct. For me, I am 100,000 times more hyped for Hellblade 2 than I was before this direct. Indiana Jones is legit going to be one of the most action-packed games of this year, and I hope it is as good as the trailer made it seem, because I cannot wait to play it. Also, if I'm being honest, I am more interested in Avowed than I was before this showcase. So really looking forward to seeing that game, maybe checking it out when it comes to Game Pass. But what did you all think? What was your favorite reveal? Please let me know in the comment section down below.
Are you listening?